Suprabhatam. Namaste, everybody. Suprabhatam. Namassarvebhyah. So, we are here again in the seventh session of the Mandukya Upanishad series. Has everybody arrived? Namaskaram, namaskaram, namaste. So, in the previous session, we had already finished learning of all the mantras of the Mandukya Upanishad. Today, we will be just looking at one of the most famous commentaries on this Mandukya Upanishad written by Gaudapada. It is called the Mandukya Karika. Okay. And we'll just discuss some parts of it. But first of all, let us chant the entire Mandukya Upanishad as we have studied until now. Okay. So let us begin with the Shanti Mantra with the Mangala Charanam. Om Bhadram Karnebhih Shrunuyama Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah Sthirairangaiः Stushtuvaंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Let us now begin the chant of the Mandukya Upanishad from mantra number 1. I hope everybody is accustomed with mantra number 1 by now. So I would not wait for you to repeat after me. I would just want you to chant the mantra along with me. Okay. Omityetadaksharamidam sarvam तस्योपव्याख्यानम् भूतं भवद् भविष्यदिति सर्वमोङ्कार एव यच्चान्यत् त्रिकालातीतं तदप्योङ्कार एव सर्वं ह्येतद् ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म सोऽयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्ग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग्वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः स्वप्नस्थानोऽन्तः प्रज्ञः सप्ताङ्ग एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तभुक्तैजसो द्वितीयः पादः यत्र सुप्तो न कञ्चन कामं कामयते न कञ्चन स्वप्नं पश्यति तत्सुषुप्तम् सुषुप्तस्थान एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघन एवानन्दमयो ह्यानन्दभुक् चेतो मुखः प्राज्ञस्तृतीयः पादः एष सर्वेश्वर एष सर्वज्ञ एषोऽन्तर्याम्येष योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभवाप्ययौ हि भूतानाम् नान्तः प्रज्ञम् न बहिष्प्रज्ञम् नोभयतः प्रज्ञम् न प्रज्ञानघनम् न प्रज्ञम् नाप्रज्ञम् अदृष्टम् अव्यवहार्यम् अग्राह्यम् अलक्षणम् अचिन्त्यम् अव्यपदेश्यम् एकात्मप्रत्ययसारम् प्रपञ्चोपशमम् शान्तम् शिवम् अद्वैतम् चतुर्थम् मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः सोऽयमात्माध्यक्षरम् ओङ्कारोऽधिमात्रम् पादामात्रा मात्राश्च पादा अकार उकार मकार इति जागरितस्थानो वैश्वानरोकारः प्रथमा मात्रा आप्तिरादिमत्वाद्वा आप्नोति हैवै आप्नोति ह वै सर्वान् कामानादिश्च भवति य एवं वेद स्वप्नस्थानस्तैजस उकार द्वितीया मात्रोत्कर्षात् उभयत्वात् उत्कर्षति ह वै ज्ञानसन्ततिं समानश्च भवति नास्या ब्रह्मवित् कुले भवति य एवं वेद सुषुप्तस्थानः प्राज्ञो मकारस्तृतीया मात्रा मितेरपितेर्वा मिनोति हवा इदं सर्वमपीतिश्च भवति य एवं वेद अमात्रश्चतुर्थो व्यवहार्यः प्रपञ्चोपशमः शिवोऽद्वैत एवमोङ्कार आत्मैव संविशत्यात्मनात्मानं य एवं वेद ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So this was the entire Mandukya Upanishad. We have already discussed this Upanishad many times, right? Uh, Today, let us just look at Gaudapada's Mandukya Upanishad Karika, Mandukya Karika. Okay, I will share the screen here with you, and please let me know if it is visible. Is it visible to everybody? Okay. You can also find this on the internet. You just have to type on Google Mandukya Upanishad Karika and you will find this on the internet. So if you want this to be on your screen, apart from this shared screen, you can open this. Okay. You can see here it is sanskritdocuments.org. Very important website this is, Sanskrit Documents. It has most of the Shastras, Granthas that are in Sanskrit on this website. Okay, so Mandukya Upanishad Karika Sahita. So in the beginning, these are the mantras of the Upanishad itself. Okay, after 6 mantras, here The first adhyaya of the Karika begins, the first chapter of the Karika begins. Atraite shlokaha bhavanti. बहिष्प्रज्ञो विभुर्विश्वो ह्यन्तः प्रज्ञस्तु तैजसः घन प्रज्ञस्तथा प्राज्ञ एक एव त्रिधा स्मृतः दक्षिणाक्षि मुखे विश्वो मनस्यन्तस्तु तैजसः आकाशे च हृदि प्राज्ञस्त्रिधा देहे व्यवस्थितः विश्वो हि स्थूल भुङ्नित्यं तैजसः प्रविविक्त भुक् आनंद भुक् तथा प्राज्ञस्त्रिधा भोगं निबोधत स्थूलं तर्पयते विश्वं प्रविविक्तं तु तैजसम् आनन्दश्च तथा प्राज्ञं त्रिधा तृप्तिं निबोधत त्रिषु धामसु यद्भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेदैतदुभयं यस्तु स बुञ्जानो न लिप्यते प्रभवः सर्वभावानां सताम् इति विनिश्चयः सर्वं जनयति प्राणश्चेतोऽन्शून्यः शून्पुरुषः पृथक् विभूतिं प्रसवं त्वन्ये मन्यन्ते सृष्टिचिन्तकाः स्वप्नमायासरूपेति सृष्टिरन्यैर्विकल्पिता इच्छामात्रं प्रभो सृष्टिरिति सृष्टौ विनिश्चिताः कालात् प्रसूतिं भूतानां मन्यन्ते कालचिन्तकाः भोगार्थं सृष्टिरित्यन्ये क्रीडार्थमिति चापरे देवस्यैष स्वभावोऽयम् आप्तकामस्य का स्पृहा. So these are the 9 shlokas of the Karika which come directly after the 6 mantras of the Upanishad. And after the 9 shlokas are over, then comes the 7th mantra of the Upanishad. So these 9 shlokas, we can say, are and some shlokas are just the summary of whatever we have just learned in the first 6 shlokas, and some shlokas are an expansion or of a different thought of the srishti. You can see uh, here in shloka number 7, 8, and 9, the thought of srishti is here. What is srishti? What is this creation? According to different schools of thought. Hmm. So, if we just begin from the first one, बहिष्प्रज्ञो विभुर्विश्वो यन्तः प्रज्ञस्तु तेजसः घन प्रज्ञस्तथा प्राज्ञ एक एव त्रिधा स्मृतः. Here, in the first shloka itself, Gaudapada is talking about the 3 states of the consciousness, the 3 temporary states of the consciousness. That is the Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti. The first state is Jagrata. In that state, the Vishwa, that is Vaishvanara, is Bahishprajnaha. He understands or experiences the external world. Bahishprajnaha. Bahishprajnaha Vibhur Vishwo. In here, the Vishwa means here the Vaishvanaraha, the one that experiences the external world, is Vibhu. Vibhu means something or someone who is Vyapta everywhere. He is everywhere. Nothing is apart from him. So that Vaishvanara is Vibhu. It is everywhere. That eternal being that experiences the external world is everywhere. Vibhu. And he is Bahishprajna. Bahishprajna means the experiencer of the external world. Bahi means outside, exterior. Then we come to the Hyantaha Prajnastu Taijasaha. The one who experiences the internal, the dream world is Taijasaha. Not the Vaishwanara, but the second one, the Taijasaha, the being, the eternal being that experiences the dream world is called Taijasaha because he is the one who is self illuminated. Antah prajna. Antah prajna means the experiencer of the internal world. Antah prajna tejasaha. Then we come to the next one, the Sushupti one. Ghana prajna tatha prajna. The one who is experiencing the deep sleep state is called prajna. Right? We remember that Ghana prajna tatha prajna. And he is the one who is experiencing Ghana prajna, the mass of this consciousness, not dual consciousness, not the knower and the knowable, but just the mass of it. It is one. So here Gaudapada has already talked about three different states of consciousness in the first, second, and third part of the same shloka. Bahish prajno vibhur vishvaha, yantah prajnastu taijasah, ghana prajnastatha prajnah. Ek eva tridha smritaha. In the end, he says, Eka eva tridha smritaha. Eka eva. It is just one, not more. Eka eva. Tridha smritaha, but it is remembered as three. It is memorized as three. Tridha smritaha. It is basically just one, but it is memorized or it is remembered as three, because these are the three form it takes. Right. So in the first shloka itself, Gaudapada clarifies that the stages that we are talking about, they are temporary, and the fourth one, the last one, the actual reality, the ultimate reality is the one which is uh, the one, and these three are also just a part of it. They are temporary parts of it. They are just a form that arises in that ultimate reality, right? Eka eva tridha smritaha. All of three is just one single consciousness, but it is remembered as three. It is understood as three, right? Three states. Very beautiful beginning of this karika. Okay, we will not go through all of the shlokas. Okay, because the time does not allow us, and it is not very important now that we have understood the entire Upanishad itself, right? But we will just go through some of the shlokas so that it is like a revision for all of us. Come to shloka number 3. Vishwo hi sthula bhung nityam teijasah pravivikta bhuk आनंद भुक तथा प्राज्ञ त्रिधा भोगम निबोधत. त्रिधा भोगम निबोधत. Let us understand the bhoga as three types of bhoga. Tridha. Tridha means three kinds of bhoga. Bhoga means consumption. Bhoga is consumption. What does each and every experiencer in each and every state consume? Vishwo hi sthula bhuk nityam. Nityam. Nityam means always, forever. The sthula bhuk, the Vishwa, as in Vaishwanaraha, the experiencer of the external world, the eternal form of this experiencer of the external world is Vaishwanaraha. What does he consume? He consumes sthula bhuk. He is the consumer of sthula. Sthula means the gross world, the world that we actually experience through all the senses, the gross world, something that feels very real, right? So that is consumed by the Vaishwanaraha. Taijasaha pravivikta bhuk. Pravivikta means subtle, the sukshma world is consumed by Taijasa, by the second experiencer, that is the Taijasa, the self illuminated itself. Anand bhuk tatha prajna. Anand bhuk tatha prajna. The prajna, the third one, the one who is in Sushupti, the one who experiences the deep sleep world. What does that consume? That consumes ananda, happiness. Ananda bhuk tatha prajna. Tridha bhogam nibodhata. This is how we should understand the three types of bhoga. Tridha bhogam nibodhata. Ah. स्थूलं तर्पयते विश्वं प्रविविक्तं तु तैजसम् आनन्दश्च तथा प्राज्ञं त्रिधा तृप्तिं निबोधत. The same thing as is told in a different way in the next shloka. In the previous shloka, we were talking about three types of bhoga, three types of consumption that is done by the three types of states, right? The experiencer in three types of states. Here we are understanding about Tridha Triptim Nibodhata. Tripti. Tripti, you can say, is a satisfaction. When we consume something, we are satisfied by the consumption. We are happy by the consumption. So, what makes what happy? The same thing is told as in shloka number 3, in shloka number 4. Sthulam tarpayate vishwam. The sthulam, the gross world, satisfied vishwam, the Vaishvanara, the experiencer of the external world, is satisfied by sthulam, by the gross world. Praviviktam tu taijasam, the taijasa is satisfied by the subtleness of everything, by the subtle world. Praviviktam tu taijasam, by the sukshma. Anandascha tatha pragnyam, the pragnya, the one who is experiencing the deep sleep state, is satisfied by this ananda, by this happiness while in deep sleep. Right? Any disturbance in that deep sleep does not make you happy. You, whenever you wake up, although you do not understand while asleep that you're not sleeping good, but after waking up you do realize that you have not slept good. The ananda, the satisfaction that should have been there was missing, right? So anandascha tatha pragnyam, this ananda satisfies your the experiencer of the deep sleep. Tridha triptim nimodhata. These are the three types of tripti that you should understand, that you should know. हाँ. त्रिषु धामसु यद् भोज्यं भोक्ता यश्च प्रकीर्तितः वेदैतद् उभयं यस्तु स भुञ्जानो न लिप्यते. Trishu Dhama. So, in these three types of Dhama, three types of places, that is the Jagarita Sthana, Swapna Sthana, and Sushupti Sthana. In the three types of Dham, in three types of places, Yad Bhojyam, whatever is being consumed, Bhokta Yascha Prakirtita, and whoever is the consumer, the Bhokta, whoever is told here. Uh, Veda etat ubhayam yastu. Veda, you should understand. Etat ubhayam, these both, the consumer and the one that is consumed. Consumed and the consumer. Experienced and the experiencer. Ah, etat ubhayam, both of this, yastu. Sa bhunjano na lipyate. That bhunjana, that consumption, na lipyate. It is not together always. Those are two different things, right? Whatever is consumed and whoever is the consumer, you have to understand there's a separation here. You are not connected to that entirely. Uh, so, after understanding all of this, then we talk about this Srishti Chintakaha, uh, the one where we understand the world. Right? There's this, just wait a second. Hmm, okay, I have now stopped sharing. So the Vishwa, the Vaishwanara experiences the gross, the Taijasa experiences the subtle, and the Prajna experiences the happiness or the blissful, that is. So you have to know these three to be the threefold experience. The gross object satisfies the Vishwa, the subtle satisfied the Tejas, and the blissful satisfied the Prajna. And we have to know these to be the threefold satisfaction. The experiencer and the objects of experience associated with these three states that have been described here. And he who knows these both does not become attached to the objects to enjoying them. We, while knowing these both, the knower and the knowable, the experiencer and the experienced, right? We that we understand the difference between the objects of experience and the experiencer. So once we know about the difference, we should not become attached to the objects through enjoying them, right? It is not told not to enjoy the objects, but it is told not to get attached to the objects of experience, right? Surely, a coming into existence must be a predicated of all positive entities that exist. Prana manifests all inanimate objects. The Purusha manifests the conscious being in their manifold forms. So, this manifestation, this srishti that comes into being, srishti itself means sarjana, creation. The word srishti itself means creation, sarjana, that comes into existence. So there are different thoughts about the srishti in different schools of understanding. So those who are convinced about the reality of manifested objects, uh, that it is just the manifestation solely to the God's will. While those who speculate about the time regard time as the creator of all things. Somebody thinks that it is all created during due to the ichha of Bhagavan, God's will. And some believe that no, God's will must be there, but the main important thing here is time. Without time, nothing can be created, nothing can be destroyed, because everything that is created and everything that is destroyed must be within time. Time is the ultimate powerful being that is. So some believe that that time regard time as the creator of all the things. Some say that the manifestation is or the purpose of God's enjoyment. Some do believe that this manifestation, this srishti, is because God wants to enjoy it, because God was once just alone and he wanted some enjoyment, some fun, and that is why he created this entire universe. So some believe in that, uh, while others attribute it to his division. But it is the very nature of the effulgent being. What desire is possible for him who is the fulfillment of all desires? Right. Here it is in the the ninth mantra. Here it is in the ninth mantra of the Karika. Ah, भोगार्थम सृष्टिरित्यन्ये क्रीडार्थमिति चापरे देवस्यैष स्वभावोऽयम् आप्तकामस्य का स्पृहा. Bhogartham srishtirityanye. Some people say that this srishti, this creation is done for bhogarth, for the bhog, for the enjoyment, for the happiness, or for the fulfillment of that God. Kridartham iti cha apare, kridartham iti cha apare. Apare means some other people say that it is for the krida, it is for the playfulness of the God because he wanted to play with something, right? Because he was bored, he was alone. So he created this. Devasyaisha svabhavoyam. But we say, we understand this svabhava of being content, being blissful is the svabhava, is the nature of the God itself. God itself is very blissful, very satisfied with nothing. Right? Devasyesha svabhavoyam aptakamasya ka spruha. The one who is aptakama. Aptakama means you ask for something, some desires to him, and he gives it to you. He fulfills all the desires. Right? So the one who fulfills all our desires, what desires will he have? Right? There can be no desires of the person who fulfills everybody's desires because he has everything. Right? So there is no desire left for him to have. So this is also not true that this is created for his desires of enjoyment or happiness because he has all the happiness, all the bliss of everything. नान्तः प्रज्ञम न बहिष्प्रज्ञम नो भयतः प्रज्ञम न प्रज्ञानघनम न प्रज्ञम न प्रज्ञम अदृष्टम अव्यवहार्यम अग्राह्यम अलक्षणम अचिंत्यम अव्यपदेश्यम एकात्म प्रत्ययसारम प्रपंचोपशमम शांतम शिवम अद्वैतम चतुर्थम मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः. This is the seventh mantra of the Upanishad itself, the Mandukya Upanishad, and then some shlokas of the Karika come here because this is the most important mantra of the entire Mandukya Upanishad. Yeah. Very important because this is the mantra where we start talking about something that is beyond the three states of the consciousness. Right? So, and this is, I think, the biggest mantra also of this Upanishad. And that is why no other mantra is here above this or below this. We are directly coming to the shlokas, the karikas of the Mandukya Karika by Gaudapada. Nivritti sarva dukkhanam ishana prabhurapyayah advaita sarva bhavanam devasturyo vibhur smritaha. Yes. Here is the first time that we get this word turyaha. Turyaha, turiyaha, right? The turiya avastha or turya avastha. Somebody had asked in the previous sessions that in this entire Upanishad there is no word turiya. So do we just assume that the word is there? So I had told that this word is present in the Karika. Turya or Turiya is present in Karika. And in the Upanishad, the word Chaturtha is there. Not, oh, here itself, the word Chaturtha is there. Chaturtha also means Turya. They both mean the same thing, that is fourth. So, this Turya Avastha is called here the Deva. Devaha Turyaha. Devaha. It is called the Lord. Devaha Turyaha. Vibhuhu Smritaha. It is Vibhuhu. We already understood the word Vibhuhu in the first slok of the Karikas. Right? Vibhu means something that is everywhere. It is Vyapta everywhere. It exists everywhere. There is no space where it is not there. Vibhu is something like that. So Devas Turyo Vibhu Smritaha. This Devaha, that is Turyaha, it is Vibhu, it is everywhere. Ah. And what kind of Deva is that? Turyaha Nivrittehe Sarva Dukkhanam. Ishanaha प्रभुरव्ययः सर्वदुःखानां निवृत्तेः ईशानः सर्वदुःखानां of all the dukkha's of all the sorrows of all the sufferings nivrittihi nivrittihi means freedom. The word nivrittihi means freedom, being free from all the sufferings. So, Ishanaha, again word is used here. Ishanaha means again Devaha. The word Ishanaha is also Devaha. So, this Turyaha is the Ishana of Nivritti of Sarva Dukkha. Nivrittehe, Shashti Vibhakti is there. Sarva Dukkhanam, again Shashti Vibhakti is there. So, this Sarva Dukkhanam is connected to Nivritti, the nivritti of all the dukkhas, of all the sufferings, the nivritti, the freedom of all the dukkhas. Nivrittehe sarva dukkhanam. So, of that nivritti, Ishanaha, the God of that nivritti, the God of freedom of all the sufferings. Ishanaha nivrittehe sarva dukkhanam. This turya, once we understand this turyaha, and once we know that it is the ultimate reality, it is the only thing that exists beyond time, beyond space, it is the one that is permanent, it is the one that is the experiencer through the jagrata sthana, the swapna sthana, and the sushupti sthana. Once we understand this Turya is the one that is, then we will understand it is the freedom of the all the sufferings. Nivritti sarva dukkhanam ishanaha prabhu avyayaha. He is Prabhu, the God. Prabhu. Avyayaha. Avyayaha means who does not have any divisions. It does not have any parts. It is one. Avyayaha. Advaitaha. Advaitaha means it is just one. There is no second to that. Advaitaha. Sarva bhavanam devaha. He is the deva of sarva bhava, of all the feelings, all the things that we feel, that we understand. Sarva bhavanam devaha. Turyaha vibhu smrita. That Turyaha is understood or remembered as Vibhu. कार्यकारणबद्धौ तौ आविश्यते विश्वतेजसौ प्राज्ञः कारणबद्धस्तु द्वौ तौ तुर्येण सिद्ध्यत. Now, why any of the three temporary states are not Turya? That we have to understand, because while understanding the Upanishad itself, we understood the first state, Jagrita Sthana, then the second state, the Swapna Sthana, then the third state, the Sushupti Sthana, and then while understanding the Turya, we understood that it is not this, not this, not this, not this, right? Here in the mantra itself, Nantah Prajnaha, Na Bahis Prajnaha, No Bhayatah Prajnaha, Na Prajnanagaram, Na Prajnam, Na Prajnam. Through this, we understood that it is not the Jagrita Sthana, it is not the Swapna Sthana, it is not the Sushupti Sthana, it is not, that is, these three are not. So, how do we come to this conclusion? Because of this thing, Karya Karana Baddhautau Avishyate Vishwa Tejasau. Vishwa and Tejasa. Vishwa means the first, the Jagrata Sthana, the experiences of this Jagrata Sthana, and Tejasa is the experiencer of the Swapna Sthana. These two experiencers are Karya Karana Baddhau. They are bound by Karya and Karana. What is Karya and Karana? The manifestation and the causality, or the cause. The manifestation and the cause. The emergence and the cause. Karya is manifestation. Something that is created is karya. Karana is the cause, right? In the Jagrata Avastha, the Vaishwanaraha, the experiencer, the eternal experiencer of this Jagrata Avastha, the waking state, is bound by the cause and the manifestation, right? Both the things are there. Something is there, you create something out of it, right? So both the things are there. The knowable and the knower, both the things are there. The cause and the effect, both the things are there. In Taijasa, during the Swapna Avastha also, the Taijasa has both the things as well, right? The cause and the effect. Karya and the Karana. Karya is the effect, Karan is the cause. So it has both Karya and Karan, the effect and the cause. In and something that has Karya and Karana cannot be the fourth one, the Turya, because in the fourth state, nothing is created by anything. There is no Karana, there is no Karya, there is no cause, there is no effect. In the fourth state, that is the ultimate state, the ultimate reality, there is no cause, there is no effect, there is no manifestation. In that state, the Shuddha, the pure ultimate reality does not have any Karya and Karana. And because the Jagrata Avastha and Swapna Avastha are bound by Karya and Karana, by cause and effect, that is why they cannot be called as the fourth one, the Turya. They are different than the Turya. What about Prajna? What about Prajna? What about Sushupti Avastha? There is no manifestation there. Nothing is created there. Nothing is experienced there, right? But the Karan is there. Karya maybe is not there, but it has Karan. It has cause. Prajna Karanabadhastu. Prajna is Karanabadha. Prajna is bound by a cause because something does get emerge from there, right? While in Sushupti Avastha, you can get into dreams that creates awareness, or you can get into Jagrata Sthana, the waking state. You can get wake up, right? That also creates awareness, and there Karya is there. So this Karanavastha, this causal state is there in the Prajna, with the experiencer of the uh, this causal seed state, that is deep sleep state. And that is why this is also not Turiya. Prajna Karanapadhastu Dvautau Turyena Siddhyata. These are also not Turiya. These are also not the fourth one. So these are some shlokas that are here in the Gaudapada's Karika. Through these shlokas, we can just revise whatever we have learned in the Upanishad itself. Okay. Then mantra number 8 comes Soyam Atma Adhyaksharam Omkaro Dhimatram Pada Matra Matrascha Pada Akara Ukara Pakara. Right? That the three states of the consciousness are connected to the Akara, Ukara, and Makara, the three syllables, the three sounds of Om, Omkar, right? So this is what is explained here also in the in the Karikas. This is the first, the Jagrata Sthanam, Matra Samprati Syad Apti Samanyameva Cha. Apti means the attainable, the attainment of all the desires. Right? This is done in the Jagrata Avastha, Vishwasya, of the Vishwa, of the external world. And this is why this is called the, this is connected with the Akara. Similarly, with the Taijasa of the dream state, it is connected with U, and it has the Utkarsha, the elevation of the being, because in this avastha, the internal world is illuminated by self. That is why this Utkarsha is here. Makara bhave, while in Makara, Makara is the sound of ma is attached, attributed to the final temporary state, that is the Sushupti avastha. Manasa, Manasamanya Mutkutam, Matra Sampratipattau tu Laya Samanyameva cha, Laya Samanyam. Here, very important word Laya is given here. Laya means something that merges into something. That is called Laya. Right? So when we pronounce O, in the end, when comes, the entire O just merges with everything, right? Just like the Jagrata Avastha and the Swapna Avastha just gets one with the Sushupti Avastha, right? It is getting merged over there. Laya Samanyameva cha. And that is why this is connected to the Makara. So, and the last mantra, Amatras Chaturtho Vyavahariha Prapanchopashamaha Shivodvaita Evam Onkara Evam Onkara Atmaiva Samvishatyatmanatmanam Ya Evam Veda. The Turya Avastha. That is explained in these shlokas. Omkaram padasho vidyat pada matra na sanshaya. Omkaram padasho jnatva na kinchidapi chintaye. Omkaram, the Om, padashaha vidyat. Padashaha means while understanding each and every syllable of this Om, A, U, Ma, that are connected to Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti. Padashaha vidyat. Padashaha means each and every syllable. Vidyat means after understanding. Pada matrana samshayaha. There is no doubt in understanding how these each and every state is connected to each and every matra. Omkaram padasho jnatva na kinchidapi chintaye. After understanding Omkara and the different states of the consciousness, na kinchidapi chintaye, you have to stop thinking about anything else, because the fourth one cannot be thought about, right? It is achintya. Achintyam avyavaharyam. You remember that, right? So something that cannot be thought about is there after the pronunciation of Om. Omkaram padasho jnatva. After understanding Omkara with each and every state, with Jagrata A, with the Swapna U, and with the Sushupti After that, there is silence, because you cannot think about the fourth. Nothing can be said about the fourth one. Nothing can be thought about the fourth one. And therefore, nothing is there after Omkar. It is just silence. Na kinchidapi chintaye. You should not think about anything. Pranavo hyaparam brahma pranavascha parasmritaha apurvo nantaro bahyo anapara pranavo vyaha. This pranava means Omkara, the sound of Om, also has a different name, that is pranavaha. Pranavaha hyaparam brahma. This pranavaha is aparam brahma. Pranavascha parasmritaha. Aparam and param brahma. We talk about two kinds of Brahma, Brahma and Parabrahma. Right? Some philosophies, they talk about Brahma Parabrahma or Brahma Akshar Brahma Parabrahma. We talk about different types of Brahma, just like Atma Paramatma, Jivatma Paramatma, right? So here, Gaudapada says, Pranavaha aparam Brahma, Pranavascha parasmritaha. This apara and parabrahma, this normal Brahma and Parabrahma, both are just Pranava. Pranavascha hyaparam Brahma, Pranavascha parasmritaha. Apurvo anantaro bahyo anaparaha pranavaha avyaya. This pranavaha is apurvaha. Apurvaha means nothing came before this. Anantaraha, ananantaraha means nothing will come after this. Abahyaha, nothing is exterior than this. Anaparaha, nothing is interior than this. Pranavaha avyayaha. This pranavaha does not have any substitutes. It does not have any separations. It is avyayaha. It cannot be broken down. This is pranavaha. This is brahma. This is atma. This is onkar. सर्वस्य प्रणवो ह्यादिर् मध्य मन्तस्तथैव च एवं हि प्रणवं ज्ञात्वा व्यश्नुते तदनन्तरम् सर्वस्य प्रणवो ह्यादिः सर्वस्य प्रणवः हि आदिः आदिः means beginning प्रणवः is the beginning of everything सर्वस्य ओंकार or brahma or atma is the beginning of everything. Madhyam, it is the middle part of everything. Antas tathaivacha, and also it is the end part of everything. Adi madhyam antas tathaivacha. It is the adi, it is the madhya, and it is the anta of everything. Evam hi pranavam jnatva. After understanding pranava like this, vyashnute tadanantaram. We have to focus, we have to meditate upon tadanantaram. After this, Pranavam hi Shwaram Vidyat Sarvasya Hridi Sansthitam Sarvavyapinam Omkaram Matva Dhiro Nashochati. Pranavam hi Ishwaram Vidyat. We have to understand this Pranavam as Ishwaram. Pranavam hi Ishwaram Vidyat. This Pranava only is Ishwaram. It is the God, it is the Lord. Sarvasya Hridi Sansthitam, which is present in the hridaya, in the heart of everybody. Sarvasya hridi sanstitam. Sanstitam means something that is there, something that exists, right? This pranava is the Ishvara, which basically is there in the heart of everybody. Sarva vyapinam omkaram matva dhiro nashochati. A person who is dhira. Dhira means a person who is stable minded. So the dhira person, sarva vyapinam omkaram matva. And after understanding this omkara, this pranava, this brahma, this atma, which is sarva vyapi, which is everywhere, which is vibhu. After understanding this, a dhira person who is dhira, person who is stable minding, after understanding all of this, na shochati, does not suffer by anything. A person does not become sad because of anything. Right? There is no suffering after understanding this, the greatest reality. Amatro nanta matrascha dvaitasyopasamah shivaha ओंकारो विदितो येन स मुनिर्नेतरो जनः अमात्रः अनंतमात्रश्च द्वैतस्य उपशमः शिवः. This ओंकार, the onkara, the pranava, the brahma, the atma that we talked about is amatraha, something that has no matra, no syllable, no sound to it. Ananta matrascha, but still has every sound to it. Ananta matrascha. Infinite sounds only attributed to this. Ananta matrascha. Amatraha ananta matrascha. It has no sound attributed to it, but still every sound is just talking about it. amatra anantamatrascha dvaitasya upashamaha, where it is the cessation of the dvaita, of the dual, where the dual comes to an end and it becomes non-dual. After you understand this Omkara, this Pranava, this ultimate reality that is Brahma, that is Atma, that it is the only thing that exists and nothing second to that. This, the dual thought in your mind that I am the experiencer and I am experiencing the object of experience. This duality comes to an end, comes to a silence, and only thing that exists is this ultimate reality that is Atma, Brahma, Omkar, Pranava. So Dvaitasya Upashamaha, the cessation, the silence of duality is there here. And it is Shivaha, it is blissful, it is pure. Omkaro, Vidito Yena, this in whoever understands this, Vidito Yena, by whoever, this all is understood. Yena is the third vibhakti of the word Yaha, the one who. Yena, by whom all of this is understood. Vidito Yena, Sa Munihi, that person is known as Muni, Rishi Muni. Na etaro janaha, not anybody else. Once you understand this reality, once you realize this reality, you become Muni. Now, the question is, many people have read this Mandukya Upanishad. Currently, all of you are also reading. I am also reading with you, right? Many people in the world have read this Mandukya Upanishad, and definitely they have understood the words, the vocabulary. But can we call all of them Muni? Am I a Muni? Are you a Muni? My interpretation of this is no. We are not Muni until the ultimate realization is there. Right now, currently, we are only understanding this as words. The realization has still not arisen, at least in me. I don't know about you, I can't talk about all of you, but in me, the realization still hasn't arisen. It is yet to arise with meditation and with many things, right? There are several tools for this. So, right now, currently, I am not a Muni, but I hope to become one soon. Munihi na itaro janaha, not anybody else. Iti Mandukyopanishad Arthavishkara Parayansu Gaudapadiya Karikayansu Prathamam Agamam Prakaranam. So this is the first chapter in the Gaudapada's Karika. There are other chapters as well, but in the first chapter itself, all the Upanishad mantras are explained basically in short, right? And after in the later chapters, there are more thoughts to this. There are more discussions over many things beyond this Upanishad also. So yes, this was today's session. Anybody has any questions? In tomorrow's session, we will have everybody free to talk, free to unmute themselves and show themselves on camera, and we can discuss everything. Okay. For today, do we have any questions, or it's already 10? So if we do not have any questions, then we can finish today's session here. Okay. I think we can conclude the session here. And tomorrow, same time, we will meet for the final session. And I would love to meet all of you finally face to face. All these sessions you have only seen me talk about this wonderful Upanishad. And thanks to Kailash Foundation for this great opportunity that we could discuss about this Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad, here online on the Zoom call. And it is available, the entire sessions are also available on YouTube, uh, on the YouTube channel of Kailash Foundation. You can find there. Ah, and you can go through these sessions once again if you want. You can share these with the people that might be interested in this Upanishad talks, right? So you can go to the YouTube channel of Kailash Foundation and find these recordings of these sessions. I think till now they have uploaded already all the sessions, all the recordings of all the sessions until the last session. This session will also be uploaded probably within 2 days, 1 or 2 days. Okay, great. You can also follow my social media handles on Instagram, on YouTube, wherever you find me. You can find the Sanskrit Acharya. Just have to make sure that the word Acharya has two A's in the beginning. Okay, so you can do that. And thanks again to Kailash Foundation. Thanks again to all of you who have participated and are here for the session. Dhanyavadam. Let's meet again tomorrow for the last time. Dhanyavadam. Namaste.